Okay. Here we go. All right. Happy New Year, everybody. This is January 2nd, 2023. Goodness gracious. 2023. And it's just me today. No special guest, just special you. If you would like to join the conversation, please put some notes in the comments and I will do my best to find them. Sometimes it doesn't show up, there's a little bit of a delay with Facebook. But anyway, how is everybody doing? Sometimes the holidays can kick you and not in such a good way. This year, though, for me, or last year, this last holiday season that just ended yesterday, was pretty ease. It was pretty great. Anne Marie, hi, happy beginning of the year to you. It was pretty great, I have to say. It's and how does it get better? And this is the thing with whatever is going on. There's always another day, right? The alternative, my dad used to say, it beats the alternative. No matter what you're dealing with, it beats the alternative, which is not being here at all, right? So, going to the basics of what is it that you truly desire your life to be? Because everything that's showing up right now is something that we've chosen. Everything that's showing up, even the shit, we do choose shit. I guess it's kind of fun, and when we acknowledge, wow, I'm really good at this. I'm really good at choosing whether it's crap or good stuff. Things can change pretty quickly. Like, if you stop working out and you start to gain weight and you just feel heavier and sluggish and your clothes aren't fitting, you can say, oh, this happened to me, but we chose it. And we can just start by maybe, not eating so late at night and having a longer time between dinner and breakfast. That in itself can change the way your body functions and let go of some weight. Moving a little bit, whether it's actually going to a gym or just doing some home stuff with YouTube videos, or walking around the block, or having sex or dancing. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, it's whatever's fun for you. That starts to change your body too. And how does it get better? So what are you choosing? What would you like to choose? And what have you not allowed yourself to choose so far that you could start choosing now? Like, what if 2023 is the year of, I'm just going to choose what brings me joy. And there's no reason and no justification that I can't choose something. If there's ever been something in your life that you've wanted so much, haven't you always been able to choose it or create it? Think about that. And the things that didn't work out, did you really, really want it? Or were you kind of done? And we get tired of things. There's nothing wrong with that. You read a book, you put it down, you're over it, time for something new, a new book, a new expression, a new way of doing something. So what can you guys ask for, reach and stretch and choose in this new year that you haven't allowed yourself so far? And you don't have to have a list. It doesn't have to be a bucket list. Don't have to have goals. it can just be choices every day. Wake up and clear slate, clear the past, everything that you've decided that you are and everything that you've decided you're not. Pock and pod, destroy and uncreate, let it go. And what would you like to create today? If you were truly being you, what would you choose? And just allow things to pop into your head. Possibilities open up when we ask questions and we don't have an immediate answer, because the immediate answer pretty much stops the flow. So what would it be like to be open to more possibilities? And this is something that I need to ask for myself as well all the time, because there is this habitual sense of needing to, decide something or have a plan or think that you've got it figured out. But there is a totally different way of being where you're inviting in new possibilities all the time. And it's very exciting. And I feel like people start to get there, they start to ask a question, and then they put on the emergency brake because it's like, oh my gosh, it's too much, or it's out of control, and you can't handle the joy that shows up. And we think something bad's going to happen. Like, you can't have good. There's got to be something bad to balance it out. But what if that isn't true? I know lots of people who have used these tools to create more and create greater and create more and create greater. And it just keeps going as long as they're asking the question. So everywhere we've stopped being in question, everywhere we've decided we can't have something, everywhere we've thought that because we can't figure it out, we don't know how to do it, so therefore it's not going to happen. Let's take all of those conclusions and all of that heavy energy and destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. And if you're new here, that's the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. You can go to my YouTube channel to hear a bit about how that works and what it means. But it just basically clears the energy of all those points of view so that you have more possibility, more space. So let's see, what else did I want to share? Well, yesterday, midday, I decided to go out. I wanted to go walk on the beach. I like to do this when nobody else is there on the beach. And I sort of forgot that everybody else was on vacation too, because it was New Year's Day. Duh. And so I headed out towards a beach that's nearby. And I got on the freeway and everything was great. And there was hardly anybody on the road. And then all of a sudden, like a mile from the exit, all the cars were stacked up. And I was like, oh, right. Today is New Year's Day. Everybody's going to be going to the beach. And this was the close one. Had I gone to the farther one, it might have been different. But this one, it's a funky exit where you get off and you squirrel around. You have to make a left turn. And so there's a lot of stop. And people were sitting in that line for quite some time. And if I didn't choose that exit, I would have had to go over the Golden Gate Bridge. It was the last exit before the Golden Gate Bridge. So even though I decided not to go to the beach, I was still stuck in the traffic. So I didn't want to go into San Francisco. So I was like, what can I do while I'm in traffic? And I called some friends, I called my mom, and I was just enjoying, that choice. Like, okay, I'm stuck in traffic. I don't have to be upset about it. And you could see the other people in the cars around. They were like really frustrated. It was kind of funny. And why am I saying this story? Well, it's like when you go out to go do something and you have this target, it was going to the beach. Then it was like, ooh, I don't want to go to the beach with like hundreds of people. Make a different choice. You can always make a different choice. So then I was like, oh, maybe I'll walk along Sausalito, along the waterfront there. So when I finally got through the exit and got into Sausalito, oh my God, there were so many people. I didn't realize that everybody was going to go there. I didn't think any restaurants would be open. I figured it was like a day of just quiet, not very bright. So, so after that, I was like, okay, where else can I go? So I went a little bit further and walked along the water in Tiburon, which was much quieter. And then I just spent some time outside in my backyard, which was really nice. But like whatever you need to do, wherever you're headed, if it doesn't work the way you think, you always have a different choice you can make. You always have a different choice. You don't have to force something into being. Even if you're going to a restaurant and you sit down and they give you the menus and you get this funky feeling, you can always get up and leave. You can just say, I'm sorry, I'm changing my mind. I know it can feel uncomfortable to do that because once you've decided to go to a restaurant and sit down, that you're expected to order something and stay. But if it doesn't feel light to you, if it's not fun, if you're not enjoying it, you can change your mind. So everywhere you were trained to, make your bed, you made your bed, you have to lie in it, or to follow through no matter what. Let's just destroy and uncreate that and give ourselves the possibility of choosing what will work for us and everyone involved. Because when you choose something that doesn't work for you, it's not going to create the ripple effect of it working for other people. We have to include ourselves. We have to choose what works for us with the awareness of everyone else. And those ripple effects will go out. And you will become a different energy in the world when you're actually choosing for the lightness of you, rather than sticking with some old decision that makes you feel contracted and not happy. So everything this is bringing up, let's destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, poads, and beyonds. So one of the questions that Gary Douglas, founder of Access, has shared time and time again is when you wake up in the morning to ask, who am I today? And what grand and glorious adventure awaits me? And, from time to time, I've used that question, but then I know that there were times when I would think the question or go through the motions of saying the question without being the curiosity of that question. And it doesn't work. You can't just say the words. I mean, you can in the beginning just to kind of try, but you might want to POC and POD yourself out of doing questions so that you can be the question. And when you are truly in the curiosity of who are you today, and what grand and glorious adventures await you. You will be open to the really feather light touches from the universe that gift you possibilities that you can choose, so that when you're going out and going to go for a walk on the beach and that doesn't work out, you change directions and you follow the lightness and have a different adventure than you thought. What else is really possible if we do that, if we choose the lightness and follow what makes you happy and ask questions truly from the curiosity? I wonder what this year would be like if we paid attention to when things got a little crunchy or heavy. And we ask questions instead of trying to push through and force things into existence or force things to work. Anybody have any questions or anything coming up or anything you want to share? I'll give you a moment. Or maybe you're just enjoying being in the energy. And that's all good too. One of the things that I started last month on December 1st was 30 days of running a clearing 30 times, 30 by 30. And I did it in my other group, Finding Your Sparkle. Anybody can join, so go ahead and find that here on Facebook, Finding Your Sparkle. But that running a clearing 30 times a day for 30 days in a row was really fun. It brought up all kinds of stuff, but it cleared so much. It was like, wow. So if you want to join, I'm doing another one I started yesterday about creating your life. So join me in that group. A good question when everything in your life doesn't make you happy, when everything feels like hell. Yeah. So who are you choosing for? I've been in those places where, and this is why I'm doing the current 30 by 30 clearings. Because if you don't have a sense of what you would like your life to be, then you're constantly doing things for other people because you're so aware of what they want, what they need, what they desire, what they're projecting at you. And because you don't have any sense of what would work for you, you just do that. And it's easy to fall into that. So what it takes is starting to put your awareness and energy into you, who you be, what you would like. Yeah. I mean, I did that for many, many, many years too. And when I found Access, I started getting a sense for who I was and what I wanted to be in the world. And it's not like a defined sense, but there's this energetic awareness, and it grows and grows and grows as you grow. So it takes committing to perceiving, knowing, receiving, and being you. And every single one of the Access Consciousness classes is about empowering you to know what you know and to choose for you, starting with the bars class. So if you haven't done bars recently, that might be a good place to start. because it starts to give you the sense of space. It allows your being to expand and helps you get out of your head. So hopefully that helps. And also join the 30 by 30, because there's so many places that we have mimicked people and duplicated how to be, and been smacked down for being who we are, that we don't even know where to start or what to uncover. And so in the 30 by 30, I'm addressing all these different energies every day, tapping into whoever shows up and whoever's in the group, and running clearings to clear out all the cobwebs, all the stuff in the back of the closet, all the stuff in your head, all the stuff in your energetic field, all the things that your body is locked up with, all the points of view that you have either agreed with and locked in, or resisted and locked in, everything that you've decided that you could never be because somebody else didn't like it. It's really quite a transformation. And today is day 2, so you haven't missed it. I'm also putting it on YouTube in a playlist, a special playlist, because the last one was so awesome. I thought, why not make it easier for people than scrolling through the Finding Your Sparkle group. But if you do want to join live, I do it around 10:30 a.m. Pacific, which is 30 minutes from now or so. And you can always catch the replay. And yeah, what would it be like for this year to really, really expose to yourself the energy that you came here to be, and allow yourself to enjoy being whatever you are. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to do things for other people anymore. It just gives you that navigation system, that navigation clarity of what's going to work for you as well. Okay. So I think I'll wrap this up early. Thank you for joining, and sending magic and miracles to each one of you now and in the future for creating whatever it is that you truly desire. If you can ask for it and you can receive it, you can have it. So let's ask. Let's ask for the world and see what shows up. Okay. Have a great rest of your day, and come find me in the Finding Your Sparkle group. See ya.